Hello, welcome to Good Chats. Sorry I was late, I'm always bloody late. But at least this time I might even have the microphone on the first time. So welcome aboard, everybody. Welcome aboard, Dan, from the north coast of New South Wales there. Can you please send some rain down Adelaide's way? Here in Adelaide at the moment, we're living in a bit of a post-weather era where there really is no weather. It's just permanently sunny and warm. Kane Strains, welcome aboard. Hello to everyone at the gym. G'day, Luke's Fishing up in the Northern Territory. Thanks for joining us again. JK, the producer of the show, keeping me honest. Thanks for coming on board. Steve Klink, welcome aboard, sir. Andy Munro, welcome aboard. Yes, everything is much better this week. Thankfully, no funerals or any of that stuff. G'day, O'Malley Tours, welcome aboard. Now you've got me jealous. I wish I was at the gym. I probably should go to the gym, but there you go. So tonight I haven't written anything down on my pad to talk about, although I do have a couple of things lined up. Rowan Kinane from Rail Media Productions, check out his railway related YouTube channel. He went up to Dorrigo to the museum there and actually got a tour from Keith. So now I need to go to Dorrigo and get a tour of the yard up there from Keith Jones. Very jealous. Yeah, gym is for junkies. The best I can do lately is probably about a 20-minute walk after tea each night, but that's okay, we're getting there. And we're getting to, hopefully we'll move out of this post-weather era that we're living in now, and we'll actually start to get some rain, and we'll actually start to get some cold weather. That would be nice. Having said that, I said the other day, I bet you the first day that it comes in all rainy and windy will be April 6th, which is Walkfest up at Belair National Park, which is something I've been involved with organising for the last couple of years now. This will be my third year involved with that. In the last 2 years, we've had perfect weather. So, fingers crossed that streak of perfect weather continues. And we do get some weather, just not on April 6th. What is everyone up to out there tonight across Australia? We haven't seen Kingsley for a while, although God knows where Kingsley is. He's probably in some country town somewhere, or maybe back in WA by now. I don't know. There's also Daryl as well. We haven't seen Daryl Phillips for a while over there in WA, so we're missing the WA crew at the moment. We have plenty of people from all around the country drop in to Good Chats. What is Good Chats? Well, it's essentially my live stream that I do every week at the same time at 8:15 p.m, which I started just to prove a point that if you just start doing something and you create a show, so to speak, then you will attract an audience, and you will learn a lot from your audience. I always learn heaps more from you guys, like Kane and like Max Hobby as well. We haven't seen him from the UK for a while. If you're out there on the replay, g'day Max, and also Jack Wayman as well. If you're out there on the replay, drop in the comments and say g'day, bro. Ree, g'day, how you going? Sorry, I think I missed you before. Tonight, I'm going to show Rowan Kinane's slideshow, and then I'm going to do a sneak preview of the video that I made for the Transport Action Network, and then we will talk about other things. I don't know, maybe a book of the week. I'll drag something out and go from there. I'd call it good, great chats too, but Good Chats, I felt like it was a bit of a play on words. I know that my teenage daughters, whenever they'd say something to us and would somehow not miss it and just ignore them or whatever, and particularly Emma, she'd be like, yeah, good chats, Mum and Dad, good chats. And that's sort of where it came from. And here we are, 152 weeks later. Can you believe it? Anyway, I'm going to transition over to this slideshow. First of all, I have to stop it from going automatic. It looks like it might work this time, JK. Back to 1 out of 40. Here we go. So here we are. I don't have my little window in here. Where's my little window gone? Slideshow, and then I have to add my webcam. Yeah, I can't miss a week. As much to prove the point to myself as everybody else. The only reason I generally miss a week is because I'm dying. Now, what was I supposed to do? I was supposed to capture something here. I was supposed to get... Where's my webcam gone? Video capture device. There it is. We'll add the little webcam in there. I'll make the window a bit smaller. And then there we go. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't get too much in the way of the images. We'll make it even smaller. So here we are for a bit of a cruise through Rowan's little expedition around the Dorrigo Steam Railway Museum yard and his personal tour from Keith Jones, who seems to be more and more interested in giving tours. And next time I go up there and hang about, I'll be sure to try and make my way in. Although I possibly could not do better stuff than this. Now, hello, slideshow. Why are you... Oh my god, now it's not working again. Yeah, okay, alright. We'll go back to that. Just going to transition back to that for a second. This appears to be a problematic thing that's happened each week, where I can't seem to get my slideshow to work properly. Because it's like cycling through the slideshow fine over here in the preview screen, but it's just not translating. Bloody hell. Damn it. What am I missing here? What am I missing? Visibility. Always play in when non-visible. Stop when non-visible. Blah, blah, blah. Yes, fine. We'll do that. See if that changes anything. I've probably stuffed my bloody version of OBS or something. As you can see, I'm trying to change it, but it's just not working. Oh, mate, I'd love to do a collab tour. I'd love to just show these slides at the moment, but there seems to be something going on. What I'm going to do is I'm going to trash the slideshow. So, sorry, here's a little bit of old man stuffs around with the computer. I'm going to add a new image slideshow to the scene. And we're going to start the whole process again. I'm going to add directory this time to save me some time. Where was it? In stream stuff. Man, I'm very organized with all this stuff, right? It's just doesn't bloody want to work sometimes. Oh, here we go. Oh, it's just a thing, you know. Old man stares at computer. Yay, we got that working. Now we'll stop that from being automatic. Go away. Right, okay. We'll move the webcam back up above. Transition out of there. Now we get that right. I'm always trying new things. That's the problem. The internet is constantly embarrassing me. Okay. So, transition over. We do that. I don't know. Shit. I think I've stuffed it again somehow. I'm going to just raise the time between because it seems to be okay when I want to do it on automatic. Yeah, here you go. Outdoors type works out just what the hell is going on with his computer live online. And for some reason I can't transition now. Oh god, now it's got it even worse. Now I can't even transition out of this scene. Right. Quit transitions. Cut. Okay, now. I've managed to do that. Okay, now it is going through automatically. Oh no, this is okay. And now we're in the slideshow. Excuse me. And we're trying to get to the properties of the slideshow, not the webcam. Okay. Now, slide mode, use hotkeys. Okay, so that was all working there for a minute, doing it automatically. Hello, Justin Miller, welcome aboard. G'day, Luggy, welcome aboard. So now I appear to have been able to get it working at least on a automatic thing. I'll have to spend a bit more time on this when I'm offline. Just what the hell's going on? And it won't let me transition out of that, which just sucks. It always works like this, though. The internet is constantly, when you're trying new things, it's constantly embarrassing you. And it's probably got to do with like some version or something that I've skipped on OBS. But anyway, that's the way it is. But at any rate, you guys know that I do it online and I do it for fun. I'll just move over here a little bit into the camera. And so this is just cycling through photos. We're looking at Glenray, end of the railway line here in the shed down there at Glenray Mountain Railway, and some of the restoration work they're doing, where I was a year ago. Yeah, but there you go. We'll just run through that like that, and I'll try and work it out next time. And so, obviously, this is outside. This is Loanna railway station. This is one of the railway stations along the line. A couple of iconic bridges along the line. The Gun leaving Darwin for Adelaide. That's a bloody long train, that one. And by the looks here now, we're into Dorrigo's yard. And the amount of old railway engines and stuff in this place is mind-boggling, and the fact that Keith seems to have mellowed lately and is now giving a lot more people personal tours, makes me want to head up there again. I was just up in Coffs Harbour, as you know, a couple of weeks ago, and it bloody rained the whole time, so there may be another opportunity to head up to Coffs Harbour and the regions later this year, but who knows? It's not necessarily something I want to do, but I might have to do, and while I'm up there, I'll fit in a trip to Dorrigo, hopefully. Lots of plans coming up for the rest of the year. Look, there's a close-up of some more train wheels. I don't even know what all this means, really. There's just lots of old iron and stuff, but it kind of looks cool. And here we are back at Talawooja Road. Right, stop that. Hopefully I can actually transition out of this shit. Oh my god, I've stuffed it now. Oh look, shit. Now it doesn't want to do normal transitions. At any rate, I probably should pay more attention to the settings and stuff. So, in order to keep the ball rolling tonight, and I kind of always do, unless y'all want to throw some curveballs at us for us to explore in the remainder of the stream, I'm going to go straight to the video of the Inner Metropolitan Public Transport Network, otherwise known as Hooray for Trams, and I made this for the Transport Action Network. Oops. Yeah, mate. Luke's fishing definitely. June is on the list. Huge roundhouse, and a couple of people I've spoken to when I mention what I do are like, "Well, yeah, man, you got to go to June." So, yeah, I'm sort of. I do have another Western New South Wales trip also on the cards that may even play into some other videos later in the year. It just really depends on the funding situation, if you know what I mean. Where are you lately, Dan? Last I heard, you were up in northern New South Wales. Have you moved down from the wet north coast at the moment? That's all right, no problems. This video is something that first the plan for it came across my desk in my walking essay capacity, and obviously as walking essay we're all about encouraging all forms of walking, and so if we can encourage a more coordinated public transport network, hooray for trams, more people might walk from home to the tram stop and then on to work from there. So it kind of fits in neatly with what I'm advocating for with the walking essay hat on. And I published that out there, and somebody suggested that Outdoors Type might like to do a video on it. Thanks, Kane. The Oh, right, okay, yeah, I get it now, Dan. Yeah, Tweed to Dorrigo. Yeah, and a bloody cool drive as well through the mountains there, if I do say so myself. But anyway, we're going to do the Transport Action Network's Intermetropolitan Public Transport Network. I animated their plan and turned it into a video. I don't even want to talk about how many hours that it took. Thanks, Kate. But this is a preview because they should be releasing it on their channels tomorrow. And I'll be releasing it as a portfolio piece on Outdoors Type in the days to come, depending upon the reaction. I suspect it'll fire a few people up, but we'll see how we go. Have fast, smooth travel like so many cities around the world. Since the early 1990s, cities across Europe, Asia, the Americas, not to mention Australia, have been reinvesting in their light rail and tram networks as the fastest, most energy and space-efficient way to move people around. Adelaide has a very simple rail network with services extending from the CBD to the north, northwest, south and southeast. All these services stop at Adelaide Railway Station on the northern edge of the city. That's great if you're going to Adelaide Oval or if you're working on North Terrace, but it doesn't serve most of our CBD. Adelaide's only tram service runs through the CBD from Hindmarsh to Glenelg or through to the Botanic Gardens. It's a fantastic service if you're lucky enough to live or work along the line, but most people don't live anywhere near it. We have a brilliant busway running from Tea Tree Gully into the CBD. It works so well because it runs alongside the River Torrens on its own right of way. We also have a few, but not nearly enough, bus priority routes. Adelaide is a fantastic place to live, and it's on track to be so much more. The new development at West End and future development at Keswick Barracks can provide good examples of medium-density housing and business precincts. The inner metropolitan area is going to be home to many more people and businesses over the coming decades. High-quality developments, places people want to live, work and recreate, need a high-quality public transport network. We can have a quality heavy rail, light rail and bus network in 3 well-planned stages. In Stage 1, we can link the northern and southern rail lines by a tunnel under the CBD. That way, people travel... that's the stream audio setup. Sorry, Kane. This underground link, what we're calling Adelaide Metro Link, could have platform entry and exit points to key destinations and allow people to transfer to all the bus and tram services that run through the city, connecting to other parts of Greater Adelaide. Stage 1 involves expanding the light rail network along routes that are already seeing a lot of development and demand. We can start the light rail expansion with a tram from Kilburn to Mitcham via the CBD. We can also include light rail from the airport, perhaps along Keswick Creek into the CBD and then onto McGill. A city loop means people can get around the main shopping, business and entertainment areas of the CBD more easily. They can also hop on and off the rest of the light rail network. In Stage 2, we can extend the light rail lines to more destinations. We can take the airport line further west to the ever-popular Henley Beach. That'll take some pressure off traffic and car parking issues in the area. And we can take the McGill line further northeast to the Paradise Interchange to link passengers to the Oban. In Stage 2, we can create... Yeah, no worries, man. I always forget some of these settings in OBS. ...will allow uplift along the route and an easy transfer to the airport light rail.
The line can be extended east from the CBD to Burnside and key destinations along that route.
Damn, I think I just spotted an error.
Service road that runs next to Fullerton Road. Our third stage takes the Henley Beach light rail along the coast to arrive at the Grange Railway Station. We can convert the heavy rail line to light rail and create a smooth cross-suburban journey all the way through to Woodville Station. Light rail along Grange Road will allow convenient and timely travel for people who...
I haven't been on a tram for a couple of years, mate. It's a convenient way to get around the city when I'm there.
...service to people in this area and could extend through to Walkley Heights, then back to Paradise to provide better cross-suburban travel. Light rail along Torrens Road will serve many destinations along this route and improve access
G'day, Noel.
to the shopping centre. It'll also allow for local regeneration. In each of these stages, we need to include fast, frequent and efficient bus services. That means extending bus priority lanes and priority signalling at intersections. You won't be stuck in a car behind a bus, you'll be in the bus because it'll be so much quicker. Finally, in Stage 3, a rapid, limited-stop orbital bus service will allow efficient cross-suburban travel and interconnectivity to all intersecting bus, tram and train services. There are some simple things you can do to get quality public transport back on the agenda. Should Adelaideans stay stuck in traffic, or can we have fun?
All right, stop that. Stop that. That's enough of that. No, this was a script given to me by the Transport Action Network, which I narrated. So to align with their plan. So this was meant to aid them in their advocacy. So it is essentially their video. It's their plan. It's their words. And it's essentially directed by them. I just kind of put it all together and, a couple of drafts, and we go back and forth between some of the members of the Transport Action Network, and we come up with that final draft. So they're going to release that tomorrow, and hopefully that'll become something of a discussion topic. For what it's worth, Kane, when you said, catching a tram that way down Grange Road is madness, you know what? I think about when this is going to be released, and I just think, oh my God, the comments are going to be fun. So I really actually just look forward to it being a little bit of a hand grenade and just, getting the people going, Nobody knows what it means. It's provocative. So, that's the point for me, is just to get a reaction, eh? So yeah, the map did take freaking forever animating each of those lines and each of those points, ripping out the graphics and reproducing the graphics from PowerPoint, and then reproducing them in Illustrator and putting them through into After Effects and recreating everything there and animating it to 0.4 second timing kind of thing, or per frame. So what am I doing? I'm doing 30 frames per second. So and I'm animating down to the frame sometimes to get things exactly right. Spot on, Kane. Spot on. You know it. So this week, I don't really have a valuable book of the week. I have actually organised for a copy of Railways in the Barossa Valley to come to me. Thanks, Noel. No, I appreciate it, mate. I love every opportunity I have to produce and to practice in After Effects. I spend a lot of money and time learning all of these techniques, and I need to make sure that I have opportunities to continue to practice them and use the tools so I don't go rusty. So use it or lose it, as they say. And so, yeah, and I'm trying to draw attention to the Transport Action Network, and trying to draw attention, let's face it, to myself as well, as being capable of producing this work. Talking about other work too, I'm working on a typical outdoors type style. I'm working on a brochure for Canoe the Coorong, so I'm getting back into my InDesign skills. And if this screen comes up, I might have a really long delay on OBS tonight too. I'm looking at my monitor and I'm like, okay, screen cap, transition out of that, cut, transition out of that, and then we bring that up, And then I'll have a look at the monitor to see whether the screen has changed. There we go. Hey, okay, sorry about that. Yeah, I couldn't quite see it. But so this is me just playing with the visual design elements at the moment. So again, I've imported a lot of inspiration from previous designs. I've brought in all the proper pro versions of the graphics. I'm just sort of setting this, sort of just getting an idea of where I want to go with this and how I want to take the information from previous brochures and display it in more of a 2025 way. One of the mind-twisting things of graphic design, if you look at this is the back of a 3-page brochure. So from left to right, the left is actually the middle page of the brochure that you'll see after you open the front page. The middle is the back page of the brochure, and on the right hand side is the front page of the brochure, and that's essentially the back part of an A4 piece of paper. And then this is the inside, and so when you open it, you'll go and look at the 3 tours from left to right. So again, at this stage, I'm just sort of setting up, what I'm doing visually, which I'll recreate another 2 times across to the right there. And so I'm working with the colors of the images. Nobody notices this techie stuff, but any graphic elements that I've chosen in there, I've actually used an eyedropper to take the colors out of the images and work with complementary colors across the brochure. So that's where we're at. That's the kind of stuff I do. I'll probably be charging about $300 for that. And it gives me an opportunity. Oh, there's the original brochure. And it gives me the opportunity to again practice my Adobe skills, and I pay for the tools, so I might as well use them. So I'll be getting back to that over the next few days to make some money. All right, folks. Now my transition button isn't working. Bloody hell. We've made it to half an hour. Some days, some weeks, I haven't written anything down. I've got a couple of things to show and things like that. And there's always lots to talk about with you guys on the stream as well. Lucky, I use a Mavic Mini 3 Pro. There you go. I bought mine not long before the 4 Pro came out, but no, I've been really happy with it, and it's going really, really strong. I'm working my way through it. I'm using a font called Good Pro, which I managed to pick out from their PDF as well. This is another thing that I do, is I'm a bit of an image whisperer. I know how to pick out a font from even images these days, and I can get it identified for me, and I can download it and recreate it. But yeah, that's my visual designer part of me, setting that up. I looked at a lot of templates. I looked at, Canva and Adobe Express and all of those things, and maybe even AI. But to be honest, they all just looked really cookie cutter, and nothing really jumped out at me as being representative of Canoe the Coorong. So I riffed off their old brochure, but also completely recreated it with my visual design philosophy. And so there's still a lot of work to do on that brochure. It's probably still another 5-6 hours worth of work to do. But I think I've set the overall, theme and design for the thing. I will have to do that. I'll rotate through hats throughout the live stream. How about that? Now I'm going to go to turn the mic on. I can't bloody transition. I keep going to hit that button. Anyway, hopefully I don't crash the drone again. That's insurance can get kind of expensive. But hey, the Mavic 5 Pro might be coming out in the next year or so it could be time for an upgrade. It all depends on funding, so we'll see how we go. the stream here will always be free. I get the option to monetize the stream when I set it up, but I don't. I just want this to flow, and to be honest, I learn more from the audience than I probably show to you all. All the videos are free to watch as well. I rely on a bit of advertising from people who don't have YouTube Premium. And look, memberships are there as well. If you want, there's a really cheap membership if you just want to give me a little bit of support each month. And there's a really super expensive membership because I just thought I'd go for gold and see what happened. If you don't like the membership's not a thing I'm going to force on anybody. I have signed up to memberships across my years of being on YouTube as well as a means of supporting people and saying, hey, you're doing a pretty good job, and this shit don't come for free. Whoops, swear job. Point each one. Yeah, oh yeah. That you raise a really interesting point there at the last minute there, Noel, about the way I design too. Like when I do things, I don't just want to do them because they come from a template or because I found something, a graphic element somewhere that looks great there. Like everything I do, I want to have full control over. So the colors, there's a reason why I choose the colors. There's a reason why I choose to put, an opaque black background over the photo so the white text stands out. There's a reason why I choose to use white text rather than black text. All of those kind of things, right? And there's a lot of reasons in psychology and color theory and all those kind of things. So it's a great opportunity for me to totally nerd out on that stuff. So yeah, everybody, thank you for coming on board. It's been another interesting week of me talking continuously for over half an hour. Thanks, History Hunter Dan Under, for coming on board. Go check out History Hunter Dan Under's channel at History Hunter Dan Under. Kane's Trains, go check out Kane's channel as well. Kane's Trains. Luke's Fishing Northern Territory. Do I need to say he's got a YouTube channel? Go check it out, man. JK, you don't have a YouTube channel, buddy. What's going on? But thanks for coming on board, and thanks for always being here. Likewise, Steve, thanks for coming on board, and thanks for always being here as well, mate. Andy Monroe, always a pleasure to have you on board. I hope you're enjoying the gym. Re-L, thank you for coming on board, sir. O'Malley Tours 34 around the grounds, probably streaming me on some massive TV. Hi. And Justin Miller, who's come on board again. Luggy, welcome back for another week. Or Luigi, I don't know, we'll call it Luigi. I like that, it is how I do it video, it's very dangerous. It might run into 3 or 4 hours because I tend to completely nerd out and make people's eyes glaze over with all of the detail. It's really great to have you guys on board though, every week, and new people coming on board every week as the channel grows, and I do plan to grow this channel. We're going to blow up the public transport enthusiast nerd network tomorrow with this Transport Action Network video, which I look forward to seeing the results of, and in the next couple of weeks as well, in lieu of not having funding to go a bit further afield until later in the year with some bigger plans to head out into the desert in June, hopefully. I'll be looking at the Barossa railway stations. I've decided to go in for a deeper dive into Lyndoch, Tanunda, Nuriupa and Anguston stations, and we'll see if we can start getting the drone up again and get some great aerial footage. It's a pleasure, Kane. It's a pleasure, everybody, to do this every week, and I thank you for coming on board. So until next week at 8:15 p.m, peace.